Okay, hi guys. So I left you last time with this. So this is the basic block. And so this next little task here, this is if you want to do a wee bit of extension work. So when we have things like our block here, we see that we've got some material cut away. I'm just going to show you how to actually add a little bit of depth to something. So imagine if we were adding a window or something or taking a bit of material out of the block. It's very simple and it just needs following the rules. So I'm going to work on the big surface here. I'm going to use my leading edge which shows me the height. So I'm going to use that as my guide. So I'm going to put my straight edge onto my leading edge here. I'm going to slide it across. I'm going to put a big window on here, and effectively I'm going to draw a four-sided shape. It's not a rectangle because it gets smaller going in the distance, but this is the height of the material which I'm going to take away. Easiest one now to do is probably just to go back to the vanishing points to set the length up. So I'm going to make sure I'm going through vanishing point 1, and I'm going to go back here, and then same on the top here, and I'm going to go back here. Now remember, my lines are a little bit darker than yours, so you should be doing this lightly as construction just now. Again, I need the equivalent height at the back end up here, so I'm going to use my vertical line here to give me my going down. So these two here are parallel to each other. One thing we don't want to see is something, you know how I showed you this here before, if I have a line going down like this, I do not want these lines here, so this one and this one, going back like that. You can see there, these lines must go back to the vanishing point. So remember, the wee test to make sure you've done it right is just pop your straight edge onto the vanishing point and just swivel through, and you can see everything should go back. That gives me the basic shape, but what I want is depth going in this direction here. So now I'm going to have to use the opposite vanishing point. I won't be able to see anything at this corner, or this one, because of where we're viewing from, but I will be able to see in from here. So imagine standing outside a house, you can just see the windowsill on the inside of the corner here. So I'm going to go to vanishing point 2, line up my straight edge to the corner, and I'm going to go back the depth I want to go, so the distance I want to go. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to swivel my straight edge, and now I actually want to just go vertical. It's probably the easiest of the lines to put in first. So matching up the vertical line here with this one, I'm going to go straight up. That gives me the inside edge of the window. I still don't have the bottom edge of it here, so the last line to do is to come back to the corner point here, back out to vanishing point 1 or the left hand side, and then draw down, and you stop when you get to this edge here. There you go. So if we were looking into there, that is our little window. And it's the same on any of the edges here. So again, I'm using my leading edge for my height here. I'm going to swivel along, draw my height, back to the vanishing point for the length of the object. I can go back up now, I could go vertical if I want. Once you are comfortable with the method, it's up to you which way you want to do it. Back onto the vanishing point. And this top corner here needs to line across there. There's a flat object. This time my depth is going in this direction, so I'm going back up to vanishing point 1. So onto the corner, slide along, vertical. So picking one of your vertical lines, straight up, back to the corner point, onto the opposite vanishing point, back across. And I could have a number of these. Same on here, if you're doing it on the roof, it's exactly the same thing. This time though, we're not using height because we don't have a height, we are using a flat surface, so I'm just going to use my two vanishing points. There's the distance I want to come from the edge, so I've got vanishing point 2 there. I can then come across the vanishing point 1, here's the length of the object, and now it's just matching up the next two lines with the vanishing points again. I'm going to go vanishing point 1 this time, keep it nice and light, back to vanishing point 2, notice I always put my pencil there just for accuracy, back across the way. So I've got the shape. This time I won't see the front edges, but I will see the back edge. So this time the back edge goes down, so it's again looking for a vertical line to work from, down to the depth you want, and I can go either way here. I could go vanishing point 1 to the right hand side here, which will give me the edge I see in this direction, or I can go at vanishing point 2 for the edge I'll see in the opposite direction. Just like that. So, top and bottoms. Now, the one thing you'll have is, if we go back to what your solution was before, so you were doing something like this, you'll see there I've done a wee bit on this one here. If I'm doing one here which is underneath, slightly different situation. So I'm going to pop one on here. So again, I'm using the vanishing point 2 here, just to draw length, so everything comes through the vanishing point. It might look a bit odd to start with, but once you join the lines up, and swap these in here. Now, I always find it a bit difficult sometimes trying to remember, right, where's my line's going to go this time when I'm looking underneath, because I won't see the front, the front, the front. I know it's going to come up here, and then it's going to come along here and along here. But look, the easiest way to do this is to cheat. Turn your page upside down. There you go. Look, now I know that I can't see here, here or here. Now, there's my vertical line. Vertical goes down. Vanishing point goes this direction. Vanishing point goes the opposite direction. So this time I'm coming from there. Do it like that. There you go. Turn it around. Bob's your uncle. Easier to see. Have a go at that. Add as many as you want. See what you can do.